Ever wondered how a tiny plant ends up powering an entire forest full of animals? That's what an ecosystem is all about. Living things connected by what they eat and are eaten by. Every ecosystem starts with energy from the sun, captured by plants through photosynthesis. We call plants producers because they produce their own food using sunlight. Animals can't make their own food, so they're called consumers instead. An animal that eats only plants is a herbivore, like a rabbit or a cow. An animal that eats other animals is a carnivore, like a fox or a hawk. And an animal that eats both plants and animals is an omnivore, like a human. Now let's link these together into what's called a food chain. A simple food chain might be grass, then rabbit, then fox. The arrows in a food chain always point towards where the energy is going, so the arrow means is eaten by, not eats. Energy flows from grass to rabbit to fox. Each step in the chain is called a trophic level. Producers are always level 1, the very start of the chain. Primary consumers, the herbivores, are level 2. Secondary consumers, like the fox, are level 3, and so on. But real ecosystems are messier than one neat line of arrows. Most animals eat more than one thing and get eaten by more than one predator. That's why scientists draw a food web instead, showing all these connections at once. A food web shows how energy can flow through many different paths in one habitat. If one species disappears, a food web shows how that change can affect many others. But not all energy makes it all the way up the chain. At each level, animals use most of their energy just to survive, moving, breathing, staying warm. Only about 10% of the energy passes on to the next level up. The other 90% is lost as heat, waste, or used up in life processes. That's why there are always far more plants than herbivores and more herbivores than carnivores. We can show this using something called a pyramid of biomass. Each layer represents the total mass of living things at that trophic level. The bottom layer, producers, is always the biggest because energy loss hasn't happened yet. The top layer, top predators, is always the smallest because so much energy was lost along the way. This is also why food chains rarely have more than 4 or 5 links. There simply isn't enough energy left to support a 6th level. Decomposers, like fungi and bacteria, play a hidden but crucial role too. They break down dead plants and animals, releasing nutrients back into the soil. Without decomposers, nutrients would stay locked up and producers couldn't grow. So decomposers help energy, and nutrients keep cycling through the whole ecosystem. From sunlight to soil, every part of an ecosystem is connected through energy flow. Next time, we'll explore how humans can disrupt food webs and what happens when they do.